So there's a comment that I would like to answer. Your name is Momo, and you say, "Hello, Ascendor. When I was very young, a relative of mine experienced a very strange mental episode. They became insane, hallucinating and exhibiting multiple personalities. This state of madness lasted for several months before they eventually returned to normal. Now I feel deeply afraid whenever I hear critics of energy practitioners say that these practices cause hallucinations, insanity, and the loss of one's mind. They argue that killing the ego is just another form of madness. I truly want to live in peace, but I'm terrified that enlightenment might mean losing my sanity. I don't want to go insane. Please guide me, for I feel caught between two struggles right now. How can I overcome these fears and live in peace? How can I convince myself that meditation won't lead me to the same fate as my relative? Meditation is not a practice, it's what you are. When you're just being, when you're listening to my words right now, and I'm no longer talking, I'm just being right now. And you're also just being. This cannot be a practice that will make you go insane. It will make you sane. So it seems like you're working with energy practitioners because you think that you have to go on some kind of path that will lead you to enlightenment in the future. But there is resistance coming from the other side that says you will go insane if you continue on this path. And I don't want to encourage you to stay on this path with those energy practitioners. I'm not saying that it will lead you to insanity. I'm telling you, be here and realize that there is no path leading to enlightenment. Who wants to wake up? Who wants to work with those energy practitioners? What is the goal? You assume that there is a flaw. There's like, you're flawed, you're on this path. You have to work with those energy practitioners, but there are those critics who say, that's not healthy. Now you're in between, you say you're caught up between two struggles right now. That's called tension. So there's even more fear. Those critics are trying to help you. Those energy practitioners are trying to help you. And I'm here to tell you that you don't need help. There's nothing wrong with you. When you go to energy practitioners, there is the assumption that there is some kind of energy inside of you that doesn't belong there. And that's what they tell you. That's what they tell you. That's how they make money. Because I think that I'm not talking for all or about all the energy practitioners, but my impression of them sometimes is that they have still this kind of Abrahamic thinking, that there is only God and the devil, there's only light and darkness, that there is only this dualistic way of thinking. There's only joy and love, and there's only hate and fear. And they're constantly trying to work for the light and against the shadow. But the universe, or the beingness, existence itself, is constantly trying to find balance. It's constantly in equilibrium. So whatever seems to feel negative inside of you, it's okay. It can be there. It's not evil. And you can only rest in your being when you accept that. When you accept that those seeming negative expressions of Source are welcome, and you embrace them. That's when you can finally relax, and that's when your mind can finally settle. And when the mind settles, then you don't have it. You cannot become insane, because insanity is what happens after thinking too much, ruminating too much, being in a state of fear for too long, believing that you are not right as you are, you're not whole, you're not, So I cannot help you because you're not someone that needs help. Your relative has experienced insanity, hallucination, multiple personalities, but you haven't experienced this. You're just afraid that you could experience the same thing. But you don't. And the chances that you will experience hallucinations will decrease when you realize that you don't have to be on a path. It's like you're practicing something in the hopes to escape from whatever you're afraid of. When you just make a full stop and you're just here and it's just okay as it is, that's the pathless path. You say, as a side question, what is your opinion on energy practitioners? I don't really have an opinion of them. I don't go to energy practitioners. I don't need them. That's basically the whole message. I don't need them, you don't need them. If you want to continue to go to them, do it, but know that it's just a play. It's not that serious. It's not something that you do to get somewhere. It's not enlightenment in the future. It is beingness in the now. Beingness is enlightenment. Recognizing that the whole existence, the essence of the things that are, is pure beingness, and you are that. So you recognize yourself in everything. That is the peace that I'm trying to share, and that is the same peace that you're trying to understand. You cannot understand it, but you are this peace. You say, how can I convince myself that meditation won't lead me to the same fate as my relative? Now tell me, when I stop talking, how can this being lead you to the same fate as your relative? It can't. I like to think that God is just this recognition that it's all right. So from this knowing that it is all right, there's no problem. There's a knowing that things are complete. So from this knowing that things are complete, you can only make good things, good deeds, good fruits. And the devil is like this liar that's trying to convince you that, oh, you're flawed, you should be afraid. Make sure you're choosing the right path. Make sure that you will not have the same fate as your relative. Listen to the critics or listen to the energy practitioners, and it's just this terror. It's just you're caught between two struggles, as you're saying yourself. It's like the voice of the mind that is afraid, or we can say it's the devil or the ego that is creating this fear. Don't listen to that. You don't have a problem. If your mind is telling you that you do have a problem, it's lying to you. Be grounded in the here and now. Just feel your body from within. Do not interpret too much into it. Oh, it's a bad energy here and it's a good energy there. No, it's just feel it as it is. Don't judge it. You're here, and that's basically it. So I hope that you can find some comfort and some truth in this video, and recognize that you can calm down, you can relax, you can chill. you can actually stop worrying and start living. Like right now, it doesn't take practice to do this. It's just a recognition that I want you to see. It's like, it's all right. It's all right. You don't have to arrive somewhere. You're here. You have arrived. Yeah. I hope that was somewhat helpful. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment, and have a great day.